There's no way. If I was playing this bitch, she is not allowed in my house. I don't know where she's allowed at, but she ain't allowed here. She's not allowed on royal grounds, okay?
She always got something to say. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, she did.
We gonna cry a little.
I can't
laugh a lot.
I like her.
Hear real shit.
She keeping it real.
In the right spot.
Come on,
Let's
y'all.
talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it.
What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Jamaica. Of course, if you are new here and you don't know what to do here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. If you have been here and you still here, what the fuck is up? What's going on? So recently on Tubi, I watched the documentary of Princess Diana. Now, it's not a documentary that I have not seen before. It just seemed like this time when I watched it, it was different. I don't know. Princess Diana, Meghan Markle, Kate Middleton. I just thought, why don't we do a little bit of a comparison? Princess Diana and Prince Charles, William, Kate, Harry, Meghan, and let's just bring them all up in topic, okay? Start off with Princess Diana and Charles. Princess Diana is beautiful. I have just looked into her eyes when I seen this documentary and was like, wow. Like her way of speaking, just who she was, what she was about, her attitude just seemed so authentic. Like her personality, her character, it just seemed so authentic throughout the entire documentary. And I just fell in love. That in 1997, I was 6, but it just felt like that's a time you wanted to be in. And I just watched all the changes she was making and how young she was. I was like, wow. That's a lot. So let's talk about, first of all, the problem. The problem was she was so young. She didn't even have a chance to grow. She didn't have a chance to actually know who she was and who she wanted to be before she just was thrown into a media frenzy, all these responsibilities, just like so much. And so I could just imagine at that age how much that takes. And then once you marry this man, then we got to work on having kids. We went straight to the everyone back to this way. Is that how it's working? Because I just need to know, you know. And so I think she just had a lot on her, and the way that she handled it when she was interviewed and they asked her, you know, you were self-harming. I love how she took accountability and said, yes, I was. I was looking for the attention. But she also made a statement that was saying, I was giving out the wrong signals. Yes, I take accountability for seeking attention and doing these things to myself and harming myself. It was in the wrong way, but it was how I was feeling. Like, she was just amazing. I think Prince Charles, he needed to have kids. Like, this is your job, right? You're the prince. We need to continue our legacy. We need to build royalty. So I think he went and got somebody that was young, fertile, naive, didn't really know, and brought her in, quickly married her, you know, made her have kids. Okay, now we can continue on, my heirs to the throne and things like that. And then had this whole affair with that chick. And they married now. He was having the whole day with that chick and y'all married. They ain't married now. Could you imagine being in royalty and then people saying, okay, or your man even saying to you, look, I'm gonna have this relationship with her. Like there was a clip where she said that Prince Charles, love of his life, came to her and said, how do you feel about the woods and being outdoors? And Princess Diana said, I don't really like it. And the woman's response was, good, that works out for us. I don't understand what that means. So take me back, because I don't understand what works out for us. And that was her way of saying, good, during this time, I'm going to take him out to the woods and we don't expect to see you. And then you can have him when y'all go back home. She was so heartbroken. Like, the sad part about it is that she was really sad, and you've seen it. And a lot of the photos that paparazzi and the media took of her, she just always looked so sad and down. But then when she was released from that motherfucking tragedy that she thought was just going to be her fairy tale, she was always smiling. She was figuring out who she was. She was helping and just being such a great. That was amazing. I think she did what she was supposed to do. And that's the amazing thing about God, is that sometimes situations that we are thrown in, they don't look good, but the outcome is the prize. She really was the people's princess. Prince Charles actually married that woman. There's no way. If I was playing this bitch, she is not allowed in my house. I don't know where she's allowed at, but she ain't allowed here. She's not allowed on royal grounds, okay? That threw me for a loop, but okay. Moving on. Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton is married to William. I think Kate never brought any controversy. Like, she is gonna be the Duchess that when she is, you know, moved up into hierarchy in the HRH, she's just gonna be so poised. Like, she looked like she actually sat down and read the royal handbook and the royal rules and the royal policies and how to stand and how to talk and what to do. And I think that in that sense, that's going to be great. In a sense that we are still going to be able to understand the rules, and we're still going to be able to go on with tradition as it has been when it comes to a woman being the princess, the duchess, the queen. I think that she embodies that. I love that for her. I think that, you know, she didn't come in and cause no waves. She's white, so that's good for them. She had kids, so that's good for them. And again, she knows how to follow royal rules, and she's okay with it. She doesn't want to go outside of it. She doesn't really want to be in the light in that way. We can't all be controversial. You know, not every person that we encounter, not every Democrat, every Republican, every queen, every king, every president, not everybody can have controversy. You know, we can't all just be over here and over there. So I think it's great that she's just kind of eased in, and then she's kind of going with the flow. She's being her mom, she's being a wife, she's being a duchess, she's doing what she's supposed to do. We don't hear anything else from her. Gotcha. Meghan, and who is Harry? Meghan and Harry. So Meghan, her first problem was she was black. Not 100%, but she half black. And I think that that was enough controversy in itself. What I will say is, I think that Harry took his mother's death hard as any child would. And I think that controversy excites him due to that, you know. And so when Meghan came in with these issues, and she started having these depressions, and she knew that the royal family didn't like her, I think that it was a flashback for him. And instead of shying away from it, instead of going to Meghan, like, Meghan, you know, these are the royal rules, these are the family, I think he kind of pushed it. Like, I'm not gonna let you guys do that to my wife. We're not being quiet about this. We're not doing this. Like, y'all see him on, bro? Okay, he was giving attitude. And so I think that he didn't like stay away from it. He like dived into it, because he was like, this reminds me of my mom. My mom died because of so many things like revolving this, and I'm not gonna have that. That's not gonna be my family. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think Meghan came in intending to cause controversy. I do think that she came in with, this is my man, I love him, and we're gonna be together. But she had to know in the back of her head there's gonna be some shit. Like, you didn't think you just gonna walk through the people palace and they gonna look at you sideways. Like, if I knew I was dating somebody that was of a royal anything, I do some research. And the first research I would have done would have been on Princess Diana. What she went through. How hard was it? Now, I know we're not living in those same times, but we're talking about royal rules. Rules and policies that's been on forever. And these people aren't changed. These people haven't really changed. Even if they have changed in the public eye to make the public happy, like they had to do for Princess Diana, I don't think that that's who they are. So I think that if I would have came in again, it still would have ruffled some feathers. You know what I'm saying? So I think that she should have done her research. Just a little bit. And maybe she did. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think in the back of her mind, she had an idea, I hope so, that they're not going to be fully accepting of me. I think that Queen Elizabeth is holding on to dear life, because she is saying to herself, there's no way. She got to die first. Jesus, she got to die first. I'm not down leaving her here. She's not going to be a part of my shit. You know, and I think that's what she's holding on to, and power to you. I mean, if you don't want somebody to be a part of your family, you got to go to extreme lengths. Even if that means staying alive. Princess Diana, the Duchess, Meghan, and Kate. I think it's great. I think you really do see the elevation. I think you really do see the differences between all of them and the changes that they've made. What I love is that it seems like all of them are about volunteering and being an advocate for something. And I think that's great. That's still there. Just the way that it's happening. Hands down, the people's princess, Princess Diana, with the outfits, with the dresses, with the attitude, with the everything she had going on, with just the controversy. I think that she hands down takes the cake on who anyone, whether it be back then or right now, would consider to be the standard. Like, she is the standard. Kate, if you're the standard when it comes to just like being able to do what it be told for you to do, you know. Meghan, you got some adjusting to do, you know. You gotta adjust. I loved. Let me say this: how that woman had that black choir, okay, Meghan, you came through with the black choir. They was all in like these nice salmon pink attire, it was beautiful. I was like, come on, this what money get you? This what money get you? Hands down, was beautiful. Again, Kate never made no waves. There was never no controversy. And sometimes keep it simple, stupid is what works. And I think Kate is the definition of the kiss method when it comes to being aligned, down the center. But Princess Diana, the people's princess, takes the cake. And so that's all I want to say about that. I keep watching that. I keep watching the interviews. Shout out to her. Shout out to women in the UK. Shout out to women in the US. Shout out to any woman that's thinking about dating a royal family or presidential family. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to women who are okay with coming out and being forward and being honest. I think it's so human when you get on anything where you're going to be seen by millions and you say, yes, I harmed myself. Yes, I cut my legs and my arms. And yes, I was suicidal. And yes, I suffered from bulimia, and actually talk about it. But then on the flip side, say, but this is who I am. I think that's amazing. I love it. Shout out to you, Princess Diana. That's me curtsying what I'm supposed to do. Y'all get what I'm saying? Bowing, the whole nine. So I just want to come here and say that make sure you guys are following on social media for all behind the scenes. You're just not gonna get it all here, but you gotta follow me on social sites to see the rest of it. Make sure you're tuned in to the M.A.I.C.A organization. I'll leave the link here, description box, on social media. The seminar October 1st, if you're in Minneapolis, or if you love me enough to fly in and you fuck with me how you fuck with me and you want to do that, feel free. It's a free event. There'll be gifts, there'll be stuff. You'll see me, I'll see you, and we can go from there. If you see me in the streets, don't be afraid to speak. Peace.